Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, students. What we will do today is we will first look at the test results or go over the test question and the expected answers. And then we will go over this week's story, and then we'll look at some grammar issues. And that should take us to the end of the class. Okay, now for the test results. First of all, as I indicated in the WhatsApp notes, all of you have passed, and most of you have done very, very well. I'm so proud of you guys and very pleased with the results. So when we discuss the results, you also can mark your own paper and find out exactly how much you got. Okay? Okay, the question number 1, how many alphabets are there in English?
26, sir.
26. In English is 26. 26. How many sounds do they represent? The English 26. 44. 44. Very, very good. And then the next question was, what are those alphabets after the letter P? So,
Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Yeah, that's very good. And these 26 alphabets are divided into 2 major categories. And what are they? Vowels and consonants.
Consonant.
The next question was, how many vowels are there and what are they?
5.
5.
5. A, E, I, O, U.
U. Question number 7, which one, the Tamil or English, is a phonetic language? And the answer is Tamil. English is not phonetic. What is phonetic? Phonetic means every letter in the word is pronounced and is pronounced uniquely. But English, there are only 26 letters, but you have 44 sounds. That means some letters have 2, 3, or 4 sounds. And mostly they are vowels. They will have 3 or 4 different sounds. That's why 26 of them give you 44 different sounds. But Tamil is not like that. That's why Tamil is called phonetic. Phonetic means you write exactly the same way as you write. No difference. But English is not like that. I mean, this is why it makes English a more difficult language. And what's the special vowel? That's the next question, number 8. Answer was Y. Special vowel was Y, right? A, E, I, O, U is the normal vowels, and special vowel is Y. And the next question number 9, how do you make a noun plural, a singular noun a plural? The answer is, normally you add an S, but there are some nouns you add ES. So some of you have written S and ES, that's fine also. But normally the answer is you add S. But in some situation, you don't add S, you add ES. And the last question was, where some nouns you add es to get the plural, and what are those? And they are normally nouns ending in s, ch, sh, etc. Like church, answer is churches. Axe, axes. Anyway, there are any of these nouns ending in s, ch, sh, etc. Okay, so that's the answers to all these 10 questions. Anyone having difficulties with any of these answers? Vinojan?
What, sir?
எல்லாருக்கும் இந்த ஆன்சர்கள் விளங்குனதா?
Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir.
ஏதாவது கேள்விக்கு விளங்காம இருக்குதா மறுமொழி?
இல்ல, sir.
இல்ல. Okay. So can we go to the story for this week?
Okay, sir.
What's the story for this week?
David and Emma, sir.
Do you know what the story was about? Who can tell me what the story was about? So this was a story about vampire. Have you heard of vampire? So let's go to the dictionary. Remember, I told you, you have to look up the dictionary all the time. Anytime you don't understand a word, you go to the dictionary. So who can read the story, The Bad Blood?
Can I read, sir?
Yeah. Go ahead.
David and Emma looked at each other across the table. The young couple were happy. The food was delicious.
Delicious.
Delicious. The
No,
light.
no, hold on. Delicious. No, and the ரெண்டாவது I, CI is pronounced as shus. Delicious. And the ரெண்டாவது
Delicious.
Delicious. Okay.
Delicious.
Yes. The light from the candles.
Delicious. The light from was soft and the music was perfect. David looked at Emma's.
The music was
perfect.
This is where the word stress, the syllable stress is important. When the way you pronounce perfect, you are stressing on the second syllable. It should be on the first syllable. Perfect. The syllable stress is important. How to get the word pronounced correctly. So it's perfect. The stress is on the first syllable. Okay? Okay, continue, please.
Emma's beautiful smile, all the pain of his last breakup disappeared.
Okay, one more. Okay, so this young couple, David and Emma, they're having dinner together. And it says all the pain in his last breakup disappeared. Okay. So this is where the cultural difference, kalachara difference வருது. எங்கட ஊர்ல marriages are arranged. Arranged by who? The parents. The parents of the bride is the woman, and the groom or bridegroom meet and talk, and they arrange the wedding between the bride and the groom. But in the Western country, they normally what they do, they meet the person somewhere, either in high school or they are introduced to a friend or some mutual friends or some place they meet, and then what they do, they go on a date. Date means they go out together for a dinner or a dance or a movie or somewhere they go to get to know each other. They find their own partners. The parents don't introduce the girl or the boy to the other party, right? So what happened in the case of David, it looks like he had another girlfriend before and they broke up. They broke up for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. So it says, so when a relationship breaks up, it's painful for both. It hurts. So it says all the pain of his last breakup disappeared. So that means all the pain he was experiencing, pain means in the pain in the heart, he was experiencing disappeared. Disappeared means maranjitadu. Okay. And because he is with Emma, the new girlfriend, and he looked at Emma's beautiful smile. And Emma's beautiful smile பார்த்து அவர் அவற்றை பழைய பிரேக்கப் மறைஞ்சு போயிட்டது. Breakup of relationship with another girl before. Okay? Now continue, please. Continue, பண்ணுங்க.
Dissipate all his doubts and fears about love had gone. His hand reached out and touched hers. I want to ask.
Okay, one more. One moment.
Reached her eyes.
One moment. The word his hand, R-E-A-C-H-D, is not pronounced reached, is pronounced reached. That E is silent. Reached. And then not touched is touched. T-O-U-C-H-E-D is touched. That's why I said in English, all the letters are not necessarily pronounced. There are some words will have silent letters. And the E in this case, reached and touched are silent words. Not silent words, silent letters. Okay. I want to ask you something. David searched her eyes. Okay. Please continue. Continue பண்ணுங்க.
Okay.
தொடர்ந்து வாசிங்க.
I want to ask you something. David searched her eyes. Could she guess what was coming? Her smile made him feel brave.
Her smile made him brave. Brave and துணிவு கூட வந்துட்டு. Okay.
Brave. She held his hand. Don't worry, whatever it is, I will be probably.
Probably. Probably.
Probably.
Okay. தொடர்ந்து வாசிங்கோ.
Say yes. He felt so excited.
Excited. Excited. Okay.
Excited. He was about to ask the most important question of his life. From the corner of the restaurant, a strange man watched them.
Okay, one more. From the corner of the restaurant. How do you pronounce that? Restaurant. Because remember, English is not, you don't pronounce everything the way it's written. So it's restaurant. Okay, restaurant. Because the pronunciation is somewhat different because the origin of this word, restaurant, is from French, I think. So that's why the pronunciation is somewhat different. Okay, restaurant. A strange man watched them, not watched them. Okay, please continue.
What them he said very still at his table. He held a menu, but reading it.
He wasn't reading it. Instead. Remember I said some letters are not pronounced. This is why we had to look it up in the dictionary. The word instead is pronounced instead, as if the letter E is not there. Instead.
Okay. His cold eyes looked only at the young couple back at their table. David suddenly felt nervous. Excuse me. He said to Emma. He pushed his chair back and went
his chair.
Pushed his chair back and went to the toilet. As he looked in the mirror, he told himself, "Come on, David, come on. You can do this, mate."
Okay.
She's crazy about.
Okay. So he says he goes to the toilet and looks himself in the mirror and says to himself, "Come on, David." He's talking to himself. "Come on, you can do this." What can he do? To ask this girl maybe to marry him. So, and he says, "She is crazy about you." Crazy means she is very, very interested in him. She is, another word people use is, she's mad about you, crazy about you. That doesn't mean that she has mental problem, or mad means mad and crazy are similar meaning in the sense mental. மூலவியாதி அப்படி இல்லை. She is crazy about you and she strongly likes you. She is mad about you and strongly likes you. Okay? Okay, please, தொடர்ந்து வாசியுங்க.
Feeling happy, he went out of the bathroom. He almost walked
and the E is not pronounced, it's walked. L is also walked. L is also not pronounced. E is also not pronounced. It's walked, and the A is not pronounced as A, but is O, walked. Very long O, walked. Okay.
Walked into the extremely tall man who was waiting by the door.
Extremely tall man who was waiting by the door. Okay.
The man's eyes were a
cold,
bright blue. His face was pale with a sharp pointed nose and thin pale lips. Oh, sorry, said David. Which one? The man, he said. He spoke with a strong and strange accent. David had never heard that accent before for a moment. David was confused. Then he realized
David was confused that he is not pronounced. Okay. Then he realized.
Realized what the other man meant.
Meant is pronounced meant, not meant. Comes from, is a past tense of mean, is pronounced as meant. Okay.
Meant. Oh, this one, said David. Helpfully, this is the men's toilet. The taxi ride home was wonderful. The happy couple discussed their future life together. They shared their sweet feelings about each other. The night I asked you to marry me, said David.
Said David.
Said David. The night I said yes, replied Emma. Just think our whole life together.
Okay, one moment. So when they in the Western culture, when they go out on dates, and once they get to know each other for a long time, usually, and most of the time, it's the man who proposes. What does it mean by proposes? Proposes to marry. The woman usually do not propose. The man proposes. In our culture in Sri Lanka, it's the parents who propose marriage between a boy and a girl. But in the Western culture, it's the boy themselves or himself proposes to the girl, to asking her to marry him. Okay, that's what propose means. Okay. Okay, the night I said yes, replied Emma. Adelaide watching.
I cannot hear it.
Okay, the taxi ride home was wonderful. The happy couple discussed their future life together. They shared their sweet feelings about each other. Adelaide, continue.
The night I asked you to marry me, said David. The night I said yes, replied Emma. Just think our whole lives together, sharing, caring. He began. Begin.
Began.
Began.
Hmm.
Loving, giving. Emma finished his sentence. She smiled at each other in loving
Excitement. Excitement.
excitement. You are so wonderful, said David, and you are
Absolutely beautiful, said Emma.
absolutely beautiful, said Emma. I live never
That I means it's a shortened form, abbreviation of I have. When you write it, you remove HA and connect I apostrophe VE means I have. Okay, I have never met.
I have ever met and so lovely and kind. I am so happy. I called singing. They entered their block of flats.
They entered their block of flats.
They entered their block of flats, holding hands. A tall man watched them
Washed. Remember, I said that E is not pronounced, is washed. Okay.
watched them for the shadows. Which one? He asked himself. He watched the building. He was waiting for light to come on the shore. He watched flat as theirs.
Was theirs.
1 minute past 2. There it was. The light went on in a third floor window. He saw Emma for a moment as she closed the curtain.
Closed. That E is not pronounced. E is not pronounced. Closed the curtains.
The curtain. How many times had issued on a corner like
this?
Corner like this. How many
victims?
What, sir?
Victims. How many victims had he watched? You know who they are talking about? The tall, strange man. It's about him. The author is saying, how many victims had he watched? Victims என்றால் அவரால் கொல்லப்பட்டாக்கள் எத்தனை பேரை அவர் வாட்ச் பண்ணியிருக்கார், கவனிச்சிருக்கிறார். Okay, many corners. Okay, continue பண்ணு.
Many
victims.
His pale
lips.
Pale lips formed a thin smile. How moved about of the shadows to the door and
pressed the buttons for every flat.
Forever flat the vampire.
The vampire என்ன? அதை நாங்க basically look it up in the dictionary. Vampire is a dead body waking up from a dead body and then goes out and finds victims and sucks their blood. அவன் இந்த பிளட்டை உறிஞ்சி குடிச்சு அவைய கொல்றது. அப்படியான அதெல்லாம் தான் வேம்பயர். Okay.
Vampire was
Vampire.
always pleased when people lived in flats sooner or
Sooner,
later
someone always let you
someone
in.
always let you in. Silly
Silly,
husband,
silly humans.
uh, silly humans, they too.
They thought,
Uh, they talk. You
and
were son.
who is this? They apartment lady cracker. They are silly humans. Why? Because they thought it's a pizza delivery man or somebody. So they, without much thinking, they
Dog.
press the button to open the door.
Some someone pizza delivery. It was a kind of
Invitation.
invitation, and that was all he needed to enter a home.
Or that was all he needed to. Idile in the E is pronounced needed to enter a home. Okay.
He slapped his stairs
Stairs. Yeah.
to the third floor and walked down. He held
The
he
hall.
didn't hall. He didn't make a sound. He heard the younger
So he could,
couple
a young couple, laughing and talking
laughing and talking. He put his ear against the
against
door.
against the door. காதை அந்த டோருக்கு வச்சு கேட்டிருக்கார் என்ன கதைக்கணும் என்று.
He told her what they were saying, and he was happy. Young love made the blood.
Sweetest. See, ഇതിലെ the E is pronounced. The E before, between T and S is pronounced sweetest blood.
Sweetest blood. It was so full of life and energy. I feel as if I am in a
Film.
film. She was saying
So that
more
means that
like
Emma was saying, I feel as if I'm in a film.
more like a dream. He
Replied. So that who said that? David.
yes, a dream. How lucky we are. Just who I will be dreaming about tonight. He said, who? Her hair smells of roses. She like an angel. Their dream was about to become a nightmare.
Do you know what nightmare means?
No, sir.
ஒரு பயங்கர கனவைத்தான் நைட்மேர் என்றது. பயங்கரம், மிக டெரிஃபைங் கனவு. சில நேரம் அந்த கனவுகள் பயங்கரமான கனவுகள் காண்றது, அதுதான் நைட்மேர். ஓகே students, we'll stop here. Please, I wanted to do some grammar work. We'll do that in the next class. Please read the story. I will ஆரையும் கேப்பன் இதை வாசிக்க சொல்லி ஒரு கொஞ்ச நேரத்தால் நிப்பாட்டி போட்டு இன்னொரு ஆளை கேட்பார். அப்ப எல்லாரும் ரெடியா இருந்தா தான் இதை வாசிக்கலாம். அதோட இந்த டிஃபிகல்ட்டான வேர்ட்ஸ், கரைச்சலான சொல்லுகளை டிக்ஷனரியில பாருங்கோ, மீனிங்குக்கு முதல் கருத்து. மற்றது ப்ரொனன்சியேஷன். இதுல நான் சொன்ன சில வேர்ட்ஸ், சில இப்ப HISSED, that the last E is not pronounced. Hissed, not hissed, hissed. So, மற்றது you also stress of the syllable is something you have to pay attention to. அந்த விதத்துல இந்த English is very different from Tamil. Tamil எழுதுற மாதிரியே உச்சரிப்போம். ஆனா இங்கிலீஷ் யூ டோன்ட் டூ தட். அப்ப அதுக்குத்தான் அந்த ஒவ்வொரு வேர்டையும் டிக்ஷனரியில பார்த்து கொண்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா ஆரம்பத்துல ஒரு கொஞ்ச காலம் ஒரு பேட்டர்ன் தெரியும். அப்ப உங்களுக்கு அது பிறகு டிக்ஷனரி பார்க்க தேவையில்லை. ஆரம்பத்துல டிக்ஷனரி பார்க்கணும், மீனிங்குக்கும் கருத்துக்கும், and pronunciation and syllable stress. Syllable stress is very, very important. You don't say perfect, you say perfect. First syllable is pronounced perfect, not perfect. So, இப்படியான இந்த சட்டில் டிஃபரன்ஸ் எல்லாம் டிக்ஷனரியில தான் வாசிக்க விளங்கும். அதுபடியே டிக்ஷனரி நடுக பார்க்க பழக வேணும். மற்றது இங்கிலீஷ் தமிழ் மாதிரி இல்லை. ரூல்கள் இருந்தாலும் எல்லாத்துக்கும் எக்ஸெப்ஷன் இருக்கும். ஆனபடியே அந்த ரூல்கள் படிச்சும் எக்ஸெப்ஷன்கள் எல்லாம் கணக்கு இருக்கிறபடினால இட்ஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் நீங்க that you read a lot, read as much as you can. எவ்வளவு வாசிக்கலுமோ அவ்வளவுக்கு தான் உங்களோட இங்கிலீஷ் அறிவு கூடும். அதை நான் திருப்பி ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஆனா நீங்க தான் அதை நடைமுறைக்கு கொண்டு வரணும். அப்ப நான் ஒவ்வொரு கிழமை ஒவ்வொரு ஆர்டிக்கிள், ஒவ்வொரு கதையை அனுப்பலாம். ஆனா நீங்களும் வாசிக்க பழகணும். நான் பிறகு வேணுமெண்டா ஒரு லிங்க்களை தாரேன், அதுல போய் ஸ்டோரிஸ் பார்த்து வாசிங்கோ. சரியா? So we'll meet in the next class then. Okay, right. Let's see you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, Andy.